Hi Libra, it's Lyn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do I'm gonna leave it. I'm here to do your April tarot and live. And I'm doing it live because I've had some trouble with my laptop just figuring things out. So it's just way easier for me to do live. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, when I was shuffling your cards and everything and meditating, thinking about you, the Fool jumped out. And usually these are time cards. What's funny is the Fool in this deck is 0. So this could be happening right now, immediately. We're at ground zero kind of thing here in your life. So there's something that is beginning now. And this is a big deal because the major arcana, which the Fool is, are big life changes. They're not just everyday things, that we give consideration to. This is a big change that you're making a big decision here, or you've made it already, and you're setting out on this new beginning. Okay. So this is the underlying energy to the whole reading. So anyway, in the past here, it looks like there was a situation you had that you didn't feel that you got justice out of. You didn't get what you wanted out of it, and you got tired of fighting. I feel like it was too much of a burden to take it on, and I think you gave up in some respects. All right. Also, I feel like you didn't have enough behind you, like whatever the paperwork was. You didn't have enough information, or maybe the system was not behind you in your endeavor. And so I don't feel like you got the results that you wanted or the justice that you wanted in the situation. Um, Also, I feel too that you did learn something out of the situation, and because I feel like you didn't not trust your instincts. Your instincts told you something in the beginning when this was starting, or when you were, going to take this on or fight it. There's your instincts told you something, and you decided not to listen. You thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. You decided to dig in and try anyway. But you discovered in the end that your instincts was right. This is not a fight you can win. I think that you knew it kind of at the get go, all right? But you learned something out of this experience. And I think you learned something about yourself, not about the system and not about the situation. I think you already kind of knew that, but I think you learned something about yourself and what you were fighting for. Part of me thinks that I don't think you want to fight for it anymore. Whether that's what you realized while you were going through it, is that you realize you don't want to fight for it anymore. You want something different, something new now. And that's what's come out of this, right? You sure can tell I'm Canadian because I say a lot. I only catch myself doing it every once in a while, but I'm sure I do it 10 times more than what I hear. Anyway, in your present, um, so again, you have you want to birth something here. We have the Empress. Now, this situation that you were going through could have had to do with something that you created, that you nurtured, that you brought to life, okay? And perhaps still do. Or it could have to do with your children or your mother, because we have the Empress here. And she's directly related to the situation you feel like you're not getting justice in. So it's either with your kids or something that you've created, you brought to life and have nurtured. All right. So it's very important to you, in other words. Um, I feel like you want to take action in a new direction. So when the Empress is showing up here, you're ready to give birth to something new. Because I think you have a lot to give, a lot to give, a lot of experience, a lot to pass down, kind of thing. Because the Empress, she's the mother, and when we think of the maiden mother crone, um, she's in that mid area, you know what I mean? Anyway, so you've grown here and you're ready to give birth to something new, obviously, because you have the Fool. And I don't think you want to wait around. I don't want to think you want to spend any much more time thinking about it, waiting around. You want to take action. You want to move. You want to do something. However, I feel like the timing's not right or something. You're not able to take action immediately. Um, for one of the reasons I feel like you can't take action immediately is you don't exactly have what you're going into lined up. Maybe you're still researching that. I feel like you have some ideas. I think like you're fishing around, checking, dabbling in perhaps some areas. You could be, if you're thinking about moving, you could be looking at different areas to move to, or I don't know, but I feel like you're dabbling. You haven't really set your sight yet on exactly what. But I know that I think in a way you're project driven, Libra, and you need a project. If you don't have something to do, I'm sure you love your leisure time as well. But I think you're a creative energy. So you're either renovating your house, or you're mentoring someone, or I feel like you always need, something like that. And so you're looking for your next thing before you give up your last thing. I don't think you like to sit idle for a long time. So like to have your next thing lined up. And I think you've spent some time thinking about this, and you're dabbling a little bit into what you want to do or where that may be. All right. But as soon as you hit the right thing, you're going to act on it immediately. You're not going to waste any time. Like I said, you don't like to sit idle on things. You like to act on them. I feel like you could bounce this off other people. I also feel like could be something to do with a child or grandchild of yours that you could be trying to mentor, take under your wing, something like that. And in some ways, I think they want to. And another way, I think there's resistance. Okay. But at first, I think they're gung ho. Gung ho. But anyway, I feel like you're going to take action on this. As soon as you hit the thing that you think that's for you, that's your fit, you're going to act on it immediately. You're not going to waste any time. All right. um as far as because I feel like it's either with one of your kids, your grandkids, could be, if you work with young people, you could be a teacher, something like that. I think that someone could be, um, I'm going to put it straight to you. I think someone's stealing. Think someone's stealing. And it's because of some sort of temptation, or some sort of could be resentment, or I don't know, something like that. But I think they feel guilty, they feel bad about it. And I think you're either going to catch them, they're going to fess up, it's going to come out. You know what I mean? But this could be the young person. Maybe you take them under your wing. You know what I mean? You try to mentor them and stuff, and they they I feel like they take advantage of the situation is what I'm feeling like, okay? Or they try to. I think that you're onto this, you're a smart cookie, Libra, and I don't think a lot gets by you. Um to tell you the truth, I kind of feel bad for whoever this person is because I think there's a certain amount of loneliness. I feel like they don't have anybody in their life. I feel like there are actually reasons, not good ones, why they are taking advantage in some way, but I feel like they are going to turn around. Okay. I feel like they are going to turn around. So, not that they shouldn't still be scolded and held responsible for, whatever. Okay, so separate from that, I feel like the last place you want to be is at home. You don't want to be home. You want to be out. You want to be doing things. You want to be going to events. You want to be taking classes. You want to be visiting friends, and I don't think you want to do a lot of work at this time too. I think that this may be you might be going through a time of not rest really, but not work, like not what you were, not involved in whatever you were working. I think you're trying to give yourself a little bit of a break, enjoy life a little bit more. Like I said, become involved in things, go to events and stuff. You don't want to sit around the house for some reason. I think you're just too bored, too lonely there. You don't want to be alone anymore. You want to be enjoying people, like I said. Let's get some clarity on the situation here. Um, I think you really want to connect with people, really want to communicate with people. There's something about youth here, okay? There's either you're going to work with young people, get involved, teach them, influence them, or it's one of your kids or grandkids, something like that. Maybe even a great grandkid. I don't know. It feels like young energy. You could be actually giving someone a job too, or helping them get a job, kind of thing. I think they're going to disappoint you in this area, though. I'm going to tell you. I think they're going to disappoint you because I don't think they're actually, they haven't learned the right lesson yet, kind of thing. They will. They're going to, though. They're going to. Because you're the exact right person to tell them, I'm the one that stood up for you, right? Um, I don't know exactly how they're going to take advantage of the situation, and it may not be for themselves. It might be for someone else. So, what do we have here? Four of Swords, Six of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Lovers. So, the Four of Swords is when we are recovering, okay, from some sort of hurt and it was in reverse. I'm going to tell you right now, there's both reverse. You also have the Four of Swords here, which is also in reverse, and which is also about recovering. But I don't think you are recovering. I think that you're getting out and about and getting active and learning new things and meeting new people, and you're trying to fill your life with things that you like, okay. So both of these were in reverse, and then the Six of Wands is about victory and recognition. However, I think that this reverse really applies. I don't think you're looking for that. I don't think that's what you're looking for. Perhaps victory in that justice situation in the past, but I really think you've moved on past all this. You know, I think you've moved on. I think there's also could be someone in the situation who could be very pushy, could be really wanting their way, like they want it their way. They can't see any other views, it's this way or nothing. And it's hard for you to deal with that kind of relationship because I think you're kind of a balanced person, right, Libra? You like to weigh all the sides and all the, in fact, here you got your card right there, the very first card, but it's in reverse and it's not getting justice, you know, and something that you've put a lot of time and energy into. And it could be a relationship. And so I feel like you're going to make a decision here. You know, you may need to distance yourself from someone for a while. They might need to grow up a little bit, or just sometimes time heals all wounds, they say, right? Time. Oops. I can't see what it says, but anyhow. Let's see if we have anything else for you here. Two of Swords, that's the second Two of Swords. And in the Two of Swords, to me, there's something that we don't want to see. I like to think of it, when you meet somebody and there's a red flag and you're like, well, that's just a little thing, or, oh, I can get him out of that. And we talk it away, we excuse it away. But it's usually something that continues to affect the relationship throughout. Okay, that red flag you saw right from the beginning, and the Two of Swords is that. And so sometimes you can choose to see it and deal with it right then and there, and maybe you'll solve it. Or you choose not to see it and you end up getting hurt because we try and lie to ourselves, you know what I mean? So this says, and you're wise, Libra, you're wise. The situation has come up before for you. So it's telling you, and you do have a choice to make. You're going to have a choice to make here. And there could be someone that you're not sure if you want to continue, because I don't think you like the way you're being treated, or you know what I mean? It's they could be selfish in some way, and um, I don't know. But I think you're tired of putting work into it. It's like, geez, I deserve a little respect here. I deserve some nurturing, loving, and yeah. So I think you're having a whole new. This is this new chapter you're beginning, because I think you've done all you can for the situation. The Eight of Wands. So I like that you got this, because this is an action card. It's communication too. So you're going to get some sort of news, offer, opportunity that's going to come, and you're going to act very quickly. You're going to need to decide, act very quickly. This is probably part of the decision that's coming here. And I'm going to tell you, Libra, that I want you to do what's best for you. So when you come to, like, you can go this way, and it would be better for them if I went that way. It would really help them, or they may not be mad at me if I go that way. I don't want you going that way. Go that way. Okay? Because sometimes we just can't please the people. You know what I mean? And right now is a time when you're nurturing your new beginning, and if they want to stop in and join along and congratulate, shake your hand, pat your back, right on. But this is the thing. I think that you want to enjoy. You want to enjoy. You want new beginnings. You want to evolve here. And so, whoever this is going to learn their own lesson. But you are on a new beginning. You're giving up whatever that fight you were in to try and you realize it's not worth it. I like that you have both the Empress and the Page of Pentacles here. This page is nurturing something new. She realizes, and you know what I'm not sure if this is. It looks like a peony to me. Okay. And I don't know if you guys know this, probably a lot of you do, but a peony will not bloom unless the ants come up and they take nectar and do things to it. And I mean a lot of ants, like 20 ants on each flower bulb. And they do things to it that activate it and then it blooms. But without the ants, it wouldn't bloom. And so it's a connectedness thing. So I feel like you're finding new connections here, your clique, your thing that you want to pour yourself into, because whatever you were pouring yourself into before, you're not going to any. And then it may not be like any bad feelings or anything like that. You're just done with it. You don't feel the passion for it anymore. Okay, so you're ready for the new. Anyway, let's get your your affirmation. I love it. I am attracting great success and prosperity. Love that. We'll get you one more. I deserve good things to happen in my life. So they're both affirmations or intentions. Intentions is something that I like to use first thing in the morning when I get up. I stop for a moment and I read my intention and I really like breathe. Or at night before you go to bed, especially if you have problems sleeping, it's good to go to bed with an intention. Take a couple deep breaths and focus, ground yourself, kind of, and say this out loud. But you can also use as an affirmation, just to, or a manifester. A manifester. You know what my girlfriend does? Because she's trying to win money. She always says, I'm so lucky. I always win money. And so she talks like it's already happening. She's always lucky and she always wins money. And she says it all the time to try and bring it into her life. And this is how they work, and it feels good too. So I hope it helps you. And I hope you have a great month. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate that. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.